Today on Hunting Tips with Brett, I'm going to show you how to pack light for deer season. Now, I gotta say this first and foremost, this is specifically for, let's say, a morning hunt, a day hunt, or an evening hunt. A hunt where you know you're gonna go in there and come out the same day. Not for some trip, let's say you're going to the mountains or someplace with high cliffs where there's a possibility that you might be stranded overnight. This is simply for an easy pack in and an easy pack out. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is your hunting vest. Now, a lot of people, they wear an orange vest simply because legally you have to. And a lot of times you see people, they just end up wearing just something slim, maybe a couple pockets, that's it. They're doing it wrong. What you need to get is an upland hunting vest. Why? More pockets. Now, let's say you want to carry water. Now, this one specifically from Alps Outdoors has pockets for water bottles right there. You got one on the other side over here. Also, you got front pockets, more ammo you can store away, or snacks. Let's say you get a deer and you're one of these people who keep the heart and the liver like I do. Simply have a pack out bag for like meat that you can get at any hunting store. You put it in there in that little bag, and then the pocket in the back where you usually put pheasants, that's where you can put the heart and liver and pack it out easy. While some people simply wear orange just to be legal, why not utilize that to your advantage when you're out in the field hunting and to pack in and out lighter? So if you're gonna find something like this, you can go to Alps Outdoors, or you can just Google upland hunting vest. Do not Google deer hunting vest. You're gonna find something with just a couple pockets, upland hunting vest. And you can find it with plenty of orange. And there is different companies who make vests like this in orange. Now, when it comes to deer hunting, a lot of people think you have to wear a gigantic pack. No, you don't. You know what I wear? A fanny pack. That's all you need for a simple morning, day, evening hunt. It has enough room for everything you need, and some of them actually hold water bottles or whatever you want to put in there, and some have extra pockets. But let's take a look at what you put in here. Now, one of the most important things you want to bring is a headlamp. Let's say you want to leave early in the morning in the dark, you have a light. You get something in the evening and need some light, you got some light. And also a small flashlight is handy to have as well. Next, an extra knife. You should always bring an extra knife when you're hunting. I know some people say, well, I'm gonna have one in my pocket. Let's say you lose it out in the field, or you have a hole in your pocket, who knows, or you leave it out in the truck. Always want an extra one. This year, my son lost one of his knives. My brother-in-law lost one of his knives. Of course, they had an extra one, so always pack an extra knife. Next, a small bone saw. Now, this one is from Gerber. It has a blunt edge here on the front, so it doesn't puncture any of the internal organs when you're cutting the rib cage apart. There are ones with plastic tips, but it's nice, small, compact, does the job. If you go through the rib cage and want to cut it apart, to gut it out, you got something. If you want to go through the hip bones down at the bottom, the pelvis, there you go. A small little saw will help you out a lot. Now, this next one, a friend of mine said you don't need it, but they are handy. And these are rib spreaders. Let's say you got a deer, you're by yourself. The thing that sucks is trying to gut out your deer after you cut the rib cage open and try to get everything out without getting blood all the way up your shoulder, reaching in. These help out a lot. So basically, cut the rib cage apart, put these on both sides of the rib cage, spread it apart, and it holds it apart while you're gutting that deer. Let's say it's super cold outside. You don't really want to get bloody because that makes you wet. So spreaders will help you from getting extra bloody and wet. And just to let you know, everything I'm showing you are things that I bring with me. The next thing is a dragger. Now this dragger, they're real cheap and inexpensive. Goes over your shoulders, around your waist, and you have this rope on the end, and you can either put it through the back legs, cut a slit through the back legs of your deer, wrap it around, tie it around, or around the neck of your deer, and it'll help you drag it out. A lot of times, these things are great. Sometimes they're not great, depends on the terrain, but it's always nice to have this just in case you need it. The next thing, about a 4-foot piece of rope, about this thick. Now it can be nylon ropes too. Why a 4-foot piece of rope? You can go up to 6 foot if you want to. It's because hauling out does, dragging them by yourself is not fun if you have nothing to drag them out with. So what I do with the back legs of the deer, in between the bone and the tendon, I'll put 2 slits towards the bottom of their feet. I'll pull this through, then I'll tie it in a loop. So I have a big loop, way bigger than this. So I can put that loop over my shoulder and start to pull that deer out. So rope is very, very nice. Even though you have a dragger, this helps out a lot too. And finally, snacks. Okay, I know some people have been watching this and they're gonna say, well, I don't have room for my bag of Twizzlers, my big bag of Cheetos, my 8 Gatorades. Don't worry, Haas, you're gonna eat again. This is a morning or evening or day trip. You're gonna eat again. You can put granola bars in here. You can put sardines. I love sardines. We put sardines in ours. Anything like that. Snack sticks. You're there, you're having a snack. If you are gaining more calories hunting than you are losing calories, you're either doing something really right or really wrong. Regardless, you're gonna eat again. And that's really it. That's all I bring in and out when I go hunting. Maybe a few more rounds of ammo in this fanny pack. That's it. But if you pack in light, you're gonna pack out light. Let's say you get a deer, you're gonna not be so much just bogged down by the weight of your pack. Now you have the strength and more energy to get that deer out of that property and bring it back home. So that's why if you're going with a morning trip, day trip, or an evening trip, and it's easy walking and it's not treacherous, packing in light is the only way to go. But again, depending on your terrain, always pack properly for where you're gonna be and the length of time. But for a day trip, that's all I do. And the thing is, it's like the Bible. Just remember, God gives you what you need, not what you want. You may want more room for snacks. Why? It's unnecessary. You may want a gigantic pack to stick about 25 different carving knives in there. Why? Why are you doing that? You're not boning it out there, you're dragging it out. Take what you need. If this video helped you out, please give the channel a like and subscribe. Until next time, God bless you and have a great day.